Did Marvel's first family fail to connect, or is this the clearest sign yet that superhero fatigue is real? Fantastic Four: First Steps was one of the most anticipated films of 2025. In its opening weekend, the film delivered a solid performance, $117.6 million domestically, and $218 million globally. It was, at the time, the largest opening for any Marvel film of year, and even outperformed The Marvels and Eternals. Yet despite the strong debut, Fantastic Four is quickly losing steam. The film experienced a sharp 66% drop in its second weekend, earning only $40 million in North America. This decline echoed a growing trend in Marvel's recent box office performances, front-loaded openings with weak legs. By early August, its global total sat at around $369 million, well below expectations for a film with a reported production and marketing cost exceeding $200 million. Critics were generally positive, with an A- cinema score and Rotten Tomatoes hovering around 86%, but audience engagement didn't match the critical buzz. By comparison, Superman from DC Studios opened slightly lower, about $111 million domestically, but saw a much stronger hold in its second weekend, with only a 53% drop. Its narrative depth, critical acclaim, and emotional resonance seemed to drive better word of mouth. Superman ultimately surpassed Fantastic Four, both domestically and worldwide, becoming a surprise hit for DC, and a major win for director James Gunn's rebooted universe. Meanwhile, Marvel's own Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World in the same year performed with mixed results. Thunderbolts opened modestly, but held decently, aided by a more modest budget. Captain America, despite starring Anthony Mackie, was considered underwhelming, both critically and commercially, and failed to capture the energy of its predecessors. Compared to legacy MCU titles like Spider-Man: No Way Home or Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Fantastic Four felt oddly muted. It lacked high-stakes cameos, multiverse chaos, or a strong villain. There was no Doctor Doom, no crossover tie-ins, no major surprises. It was a slow burn, character-driven reboot that perhaps arrived at the wrong time for a superhero audience craving spectacle or nostalgia. In the shadow of superhero fatigue and heightened scrutiny, Fantastic Four didn't crash, but it didn't fly either. The film now stands as a warning: star power and brand recognition aren't enough. Audiences demand more than safe, formulaic storytelling. For Marvel, it's a sign that the next chapter, whether Secret Wars or X-Men, needs not just excitement, but reinvention. For Marvel, the clock is ticking. Fantastic Four: First Steps was meant to lead. Instead, it stumbled out of the gate, outpaced by its competition, and may be remembered more for what it didn't do than what it did. To know more, check out this video.